Cam from NZXT. Monitor your games while playing. To learn more, check out the description. Hey everyone, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it's time for Badger's picks for the week of August 23rd. We're going to see who's free this week and which 4 of those champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, there will be Ahri, Ashe, Braum, Cho'Gath, Jarvan the 4th, Kog'Maw, Pantheon, Skarner, Thresh, and Zyra. And for my first champion recommendation for the week, going to throw it over to Pantheon. Pantheon is in a decent spot when it comes to damaging your opponent and causing hectic and chaos and all types of grief and terrible problems for your lane opponent early on in the game. Also been a strong jungler for a long time just because he can block damage easily with his passive shield. It's pretty easy for that. Anyways, he's really good in pretty much mid or top. He's fantastic against mages. If you watched me stream the other day, Pantheon gave me a lot of trouble early on in a game, and it was annoying. Actually, that wasn't a stream. That just happened in real life. Anyways, it sucked. Oh, it was another AD that caused me problems in a different game. It doesn't matter. Anyways, he wrecks APs early. He can spam Q, spear way too much. It costs, what, 45 mana, and it's on a 4-second cooldown, and at base level 1, it does like 80 damage. So, buy some corruption potions, spam throw the crap out of it at somebody, get them super low, go all in at rank 2 or 3. They're going to die. You're going to be winning lane. Go back, pick up some longswords. Repeat the process over and over until they want to rage quit. And I'm going to be honest, it's going to happen. It's really easy. I'm probably going to work on a new build for him too because it's super easy to play him. So look for that too later this week too if you want to see some of that. Other than that, try him out. He's super strong in the early and mid game. He's okay late game too if you build him full damage, but careful, he's squishy. That is it. Play him. My second recommendation for the week is going to go over to Ashe. Ashe you should probably play this week. Well, alright, I'm going to preface that with, I bet she's getting a nerf today too, or whenever you see this video. I'm assuming there's going to be a patch the next day after behind this video, so she'll be good for 1 day or 1.5 days, depending on how you want to look at it. I think she's probably going to get nerfed a little bit, just because she's the strongest ADC right now. Pretty much no argument on that one right now. Sivir's definitely up there too when it comes to late game team fighting, but Ashe brings so much initiation potential to a team fight. Now I know most of you probably own her because she's the first champion you probably played and maybe played a few times and picked her up because she was dirt cheap, but besides that, I don't care if you own her already. This is just pick her and play her. I don't care if you own her and you're like, well, I don't care because I already own her. No, I'm picking them because they're good. These are just the ones to pick from because it's the free week too, but she's strong, and if you're not confident that your team has good initiation or that you're the best initiator or you don't know when exactly to fight, I'll give you a heads up. Whenever you ult with Ashe and it hits an enemy, you're going to fight, and you're going to go ahead and follow that up with volley and a bunch of other crap. So it's pretty straightforward. Just play it. It's easy. Do it. It's Ashe. It's so strong until she's going to probably get inevitably nerfed. Then it's not going to be probably as strong. My third champion recommendation, that goes to Jarvan. One of my other favorites when it comes to building somebody full damage that you typically don't always see full damage. Nowadays, though, I mean, I guess Jarvan, you mostly see full damage builds from him. After they kind of wrecked him being a tank a little bit, then he's a little less tanky. But besides that, I love him in the top lane as a straight damage dealer. It always seems to surprise people how much damage your combo does. Also, he's got a very strong passive that I think people forget about, too, when he gets into a fight. Besides that, he does bring some good utility to the team too, obviously taking turrets a little bit quicker with his Demacian standard. He also just brings decent crowd control and kind of cause problems with certain team comps. If you're fighting in the jungle, his Cataclysm can create all types of problems because he can break the terrain up so badly. Also, he's very good to team up with Gnar. Gnar can Gnar people into the wall, which or into the Cataclysm wall, which is a very good stun, so you can kind of wombo combo with Gnar. A Gnar Jarvan combo is pretty awesome. Get an Orianna in the mid lane too, and just go triple wombo combo. It's going to be fantastic. Really fun to play. Good in the jungle, good in the top lane. Solid champion overall. Play him this week. And for my final champion recommendation, going to throw that one over to Thresh. The reason why I'm picking Thresh over Zyra is because I think Thresh is a more consistent laner than Zyra. Yes, Zyra's very strong as a support right now. No arguments there, and as many of you know, she's one of my favorite champions of the game. But so is Thresh, actually, too. He's definitely in the top 10. Thresh is just very, very good. We've said it before, I'll say it again. You could nerf his kit and basically make it so he does no damage, but he'd still be played because his kit has so much utility in both engage, disengage, saving lives, all types of stuff. He's just the best. The other nice thing about Thresh, too, is, I know a lot of people don't play support, or at least don't main support, because if that was the case, the queue times for support wouldn't be as amazing as they are. There'd be a demand for it, but that's not the case, or no demand for it. But Thresh is a champion where if you want to play him, and you want to actually be good or attempt to become amazing at a champion, you can showcase your skill on said champion. Thresh is someone who is as good as you want to be, or as bad as you want to look too, because missing flays and hooks and dropping the box in random locations also makes you look like a fool. So it's a little risk reward when it comes to how flashy or how good you want to look, but a good Thresh player is basically a god in my eyes. I don't care if you're a mastery level 7 with a Yasuo, that's like not that impressive. If you're a mastery level 7 Thresh, yeah, major props and kudos to you. You're a much cooler person, and we appreciate you for it. Play him this week. He's free. Those are the champions that are free, all 10 of them. Those are the 4 I'm recommending. If you don't mind, that'd be great if you could go ahead and comment down below on which champions you want to try out this week and what you think of this free week. I mean, I don't pick who's free. That's on Riot. But let me know what you think. As for the other champions, I'll go over them real fast to let you know what I think. Ahri, she kind of got nerfed originally. I mean, that was a while ago, but she has been picked up too much. I don't think she's terrible, but she's definitely not the strongest she's ever been. Maybe avoid her a little bit. Braum, awesome support. Fantastically strong. Great. Definitely a top-tier support right now. Play him if you would like. Cho'Gath can be surprisingly good in the aspect that he does more damage than you'd assume he would for someone who's as tanky as he is. Can be a good choice. Also can be a good counter in some cases, but can have some specific problems late game when it comes to team compositions. Kog'Maw, I think he's boring, but he's decently strong right now. You could play him. I don't like him because he has no escape, and that's a problem when it comes to playing ADC if you can't rely on people to keep you alive. It only seems to work in the professional league most of the time, unless you get crazy fed for some apparent reason. Skarner, definitely not weak right now, surprisingly, but not necessarily fun either, so that's kind of a weird thing to try. And then Zyra, she's good. Can't argue that. If you do get caught out a few too many times, you are squishy and you will fall behind. But besides that, she brings tons of damage, which, let's face it, everybody loves that, including Freak. Those are the champions that are free. If there's a box around any of these champions portraits right now, that means you can click on it, and it will take you to some kind of build or guide or video or something that will make your life so much better in so many different ways. I may have lied just a little bit. But besides that, I wish you all the very best of luck this week on the Fields of Justice.